Okay. Hopefully this is working. Let me know if anything is weird about it today. As usual, another day, another test. There's a tech reviewing YouTuber. Actually, he's been doing more like interesting pieces on diving into tech, deep dive, the unlocker, and he does real world tests of phones. Another day, another real world test, or day in the life videos. Anyway, something like that. So I'm just getting my gloves on still. Just pushing all my buttons to make sure they are enabled. I don't need full heat mode. It's not that cold. But I am going to be holding this gimbal, and that tends to affect it. So let's see. Glove 1. Hand entering glove 1. Let's go all the way west today. Glove 1 is on. Glove 2 is pending. It has these little hooks now. So if I can get my finger from my other glove into that hook, that little, that loop, wow, now that's a way to put on a glove. Now that's the way. Alright, hopefully sound is working. Everything's different today. Anyway, let me say some hellos. Steve Parker, Amber's Chamber Pot. Ron is here. My phone in here? My other pocket? Yeah. It's only me, NYC, Gal, Daryl, Steven Friedman, Florian Schwartz. A little icy in some spots still. Traveling D, Southern Pacific, good to hear and read. Aunt Esther, good morning. Kevin Hawthorne, nice. Swanky's here, got an important interview in the morning. Ooh. Coming back to the States, maybe? Well, good luck on your interview. Get plenty of rest. And you tell them, if they can't outlift you, they have no upper hand. Just challenge them to a squat off. Or even just simple arm wrestling, you know? That's the... arm wrestling is the premier method for two dudes to settle their dispute. It's not violent, per se. And it's a little humiliating when your hand goes down. So you feel bad, and you will, concede defeat because there was no way around it. That's how it is. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Victoria Morrison, good morning. Marcos, good morning. Susie Q, Gerard Sedan. Is it cold? It's all right. It's like, mid-20s? Traveling D, I'm doing really good right now. Still tired, from working all weekend and walking a good amount yesterday, but hey, I'm alive, I'm all right. Everyone's doing good, so I think that's good. Happy-go-lucky's here early. Panda Gabs, good morning. Sapphire Bluebells is back again. Hello. Lee, good morning. Joaquin Moore, Teresia, Adelson, Molly Chamber, RJ Jones, lunges for the chops. Steve Parker says yes. Maki in Japan, good morning. Yuri Olivos, good morning. Queso, good morning. Grant Stiley, Prince Ice is here. I feel like I asked you this 1,000 times and I never finished, and I never saw your response. How are you liking the iPhone after being a Galaxy user for a while? Maybe this time I'll actually see your response. I'm so bad. Panda Gabs across the Hudson River in Jersey. Did I fix the issues from yesterday? So no, I don't know. I have no idea. One of the potential culprits that I kind of alluded to on the stream, and then Bagels and Walk Sean found a post on Discord relating to such, is the cable. But at the same time, I don't know if it's the cable that got too cold, or is it because I use an adapter so that the cable can be a little bit of a breakaway. That way if it gets tugged down too hard, it can actually disconnect. which is kind of designed that way. I wanted it that way, but maybe that connection point gets too cold because restarting the encoder still gave us problems after, right? So maybe it wasn't the encoder, maybe it was the cable. Well, I'm using a different encoder box today, so we'll I don't know if we'll be out long enough to actually get to that point where it happens, but at least the temperature's still pretty chilly, because I'm worried now we won't be able to test the temperature after this week. It's getting back into the 40s this week. Today's our last frigid commuting day for a while, it seems. Anyway, yes, yesterday was a good stream where we were able to connect live with Bagels and Walk Sean of the Upper East Side. I think it went well. I mean, I was happy. Let's see. Time to catch up on where I was. John Agas, good morning. Man, I'm sweating. I like to prepare, I get my jacket and everything on and my hat on so that everything else can go on top of me before I leave. And I think I wore everything too long because it's a slightly new setup. So it took me longer to get everything tucked away in my bag than I thought while I was wearing my full coat and hat. So I'm just overheated right now. There's Narelle. I don't think I said hello officially. Mary Luzanne, good morning. Andre is back. Gave us a thumbs up. Spasiba. It's supposed to get I still didn't send my umbrella back. I mean, it's not What does this mean? This is written in some sort of legalese that I'm too dumb to understand. Anybody know what that means? Yeah, I didn't send in my umbrella yet because it's not completely non-functional. It's just not perfect. But nothing is. I missed Prince Ice's answer again. Ugh! I'm scrolling. I hope it didn't pass already. Man, I am terrible. Wait, where did it go? Wait, is it there somewhere? Hold on, I have to stop to find it. Wait, I'm scrolling. I don't see it. Wait, it's not here. Wait, maybe I have to switch to live chat fully. Maybe it's not showing because it's only on top chat. Wait, can you copy and paste it in again? I'm sorry. I just did a deep scroll and I really don't see your message about the iPhone. Your thoughts on it, unless I see LOL right now. Unless my phone immediately blocks any iPhone conversation. They owe rent. Is that what that means? So why couldn't they just write that? I guess they want to be nice and not call them out completely by making it obvious to everyone. You got to translate it first. I always say St. Petersburg weirdly because in English it's St. Petersburg, but in Russian it's Sankt Peterburg with no little S in there. All right, Prince Ice, please copy and paste it in again. I still don't see. I need to know. It's getting to the point where I'm losing my mind. Grace Salt, good morning. Oh, Stefan Schober here, and I missed your report. Hello. Very busy. Got it. Good luck. I think Peter's tuning in, also unable to chat this morning, but hello, Peter. It works. Okay, iPhone, just as good. It's as good as Galaxy. Planning to buy AirPods Max 2. Thank you for putting my my handle in there. It actually highlighted it a little bit. Wait, AirPod Max, those are the ones that go over the ears, right? Is the version 2 a new one that's not out yet? Nicolas Noveira, hello? Oh, he's got a light. There's that ugly skyscraper again. Well, we'll see what it looks like when it's done, but nobody's happy that it blocks the Empire State Building from, if you're looking north at it from Broadway, Madison Square Park area. I'm assuming that Accessoride brought that person to like an appointment or something. I doubt the Accessoride brought them to Dunkin' Donuts. Can you use Accessoride for that? I don't even know. I'm not sure. It is a good service when they show up on time, though. For those who need it. But I think you got to go through a lot of hoops just to get it. Anyway, MN, good morning. Bear in the Garden was enjoying and confused by the live stream yesterday. Cat yellow. Caleb will take care of that building. Professional second sense. Oh boy. Hey, Park Avenue with a $20 super chat. Too generous, too kind. But I appreciate you very much. Thank you, Park Avenue. Yeah, if that full Accessoride van showed up on that Esplanade, that would have been something. I still want to go. Like, we should have interviewed. I mean, the guy probably wouldn't have wanted to talk to us like after he made a mistake like that. But I would love to play-by-play of how it happened. Like, is it the Swiss cheese model? All the every possible miss that could have happened that led to that result. Anyway, thanks again, Park Avenue. I'm glad folks enjoyed our little meetup, me and Big as Walk Sean. Christine Day, good morning. Shlomi's here, good morning. Herald Square, Greeley Square over there. Macy's. Used to have the Manhattan Mall. Before the mall, what was it called? A&S Plaza? Like, all these little things of what things used to be are like vaguely in the back of my head, to the point of me no longer being confident in what they were actually called. Like, it's just getting farther and farther away, so I have to kind of reconnect those memory pathways to kind of reestablish, maybe remyelinate them a little bit. Anyway, Christina G. Alcohol was the cause. Uh-oh. Wes Mack, good morning. I hope not. I hope the Accessoride drivers aren't doing that while driving. This is an empty Starbucks. I'm assuming maybe because it's not just open yet? I don't know. Oh man, my little zipper is outside of the covering to my zipper cover, whatever that means. I don't know. What's the name of the actual zipping portion of a zipper? Like the little handle. You know how the end of shoelaces actually have a name that I can never remember? The little tips. Does the zipper handle have a specific name? That's also just as weird. KB Toys, that was a good one. There used to be one on 14th Street, I think. Like right by Stuytown. Prince Ice did a gifting of the memberships. Thank you, Prince Ice. At least we know your iPhone works for that. No, okay. Thank you. And who was Southern Pacific was the recipient. Thank you. Wait, what else did I miss? No, I think I'm okay now. Good. Sue Pitchford, good morning. Gimbel's West Department Store? Really? How come I never remember it being called that? End of zippers are... All right, Ron. All right. 200 Starbucks? Somehow I feel like there's more than 200 Starbucks. What? All right. Ow. My ankle. All right. Panda Gabs, absolutely. Aglet. Thank you. That's the little thing. there's a name for the thingy that holds the eraser on the end of a pencil. I mean, I imagine there would be. It's just one of those things that nobody knows about. I mean, somebody does, of course. Otherwise, we'd have no name. But yeah, humans love to name stuff. It's got to have a name if it exists. Even if it doesn't exist, it probably has a name. If someone's thought about it. I am not using DJI Osmo 6. That's just a gimbal. That's the one that Bagels and Walk Sean was using to hold his iPhone. I do like that little undercarriage of that little elevated area. I don't know what they're going to be doing in that area. Maybe it'll be like a little conference hall or something. I don't know. No, I'm just using DJI Pocket 3 with a whole other host of stuff in my backpack. What is... So now you got to tell me what the actual name of the eraser holder thingy is. And don't tell me it's a eraser holder thingy. Oh man, my eyes water temporarily, and when I look down, that's like where all the fluid collects and it gets all blurry. Tom, good morning. Ross, Raj, good morning, sorry. It was known as Anna's Plaza after 1986. Oh, so before that it was Gimbals West? Alright, well I wasn't in the country yet, so that's okay. Marisol loves Manhattan, as you're dancing with the Nightbot. No, if it doesn't like... I don't know if that's enough caps lock for it to get upset, but thank you for your love for Manhattan. I love it too. Eraser holder? Really? I have a feeling it has a more interesting name than that. Mojave, good morning. The new light show, the Field of Light. Yeah, we walked by it a few times. I think I actually have tickets to go to it at some point, but it's a free ticket, and I'm kind of over it. I don't like that they put so much red tape around going there with all these free tickets, and like I feel like nobody cares about it anymore. I've seen it in videos. We've walked by it before. There's like nothing else. I don't feel like actually going in it now. It doesn't seem like it's gonna help anyone, me or anyone else. I don't know. But yes, the Field of Light or whatever it's called at the Freedom Plaza by the UN is the light show over there right now. I mean, hopefully that does mean they're actually going to potentially do something with that space after all these decades of nothing there. I don't know, like, what was there before, if anything? Does anybody know? A ferrule or feral? Ferrule? It's not feral. Like a feline, like a cat or something. Or an animal. 9 degrees and windy. For it's only me. Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit? The van is backing up. I think the pickup truck beeped because the van was backing up kind of quickly. This is a Flix bus stop. It's a very it's kind of a weird little bus stop, but that's kind of how some of these bus areas are in terms of express buses that go to other states. Kind of like weird little parts of sidewalks. Like the fact that they even have a little bit of parking here for a bus is interesting. It's probably very temporary, but anyway. Free ticket's still free, but then you still gotta go. Nothing is free in the end. They're probably using these for something. Plus you have to sign up for it so that now they have my email, right? Nothing's free. Except maybe some air, I don't know. At least nothing that humans offer you. I mean, I'm sure we can get into some really weird minutia of that and find something that's truly free. Like people hand out stuff to you in the street. I guess that's free, but the intent is that you read it and then use your money to do what the thing says. Or get what the thing says. Raj, hello again. Call of Dongles, the new video game. New hit game of 2025. Call of Dongles. For all the commuters and bagels out there. Call Monday morning. Yeah, it's still quite chilly out today. It's going to warm up the rest of the week, so I'm guessing if people can work remotely today, they will. We did just walk by Madison Square Garden, Penn Station, Moynihan Train Hall, heading towards Hudson Yards. Oh, does Greyhound own Flicks? Interesting. David Marian Costura is here. Hello, good morning. It's called Clocker unsubscribe. All right. George Atlov in New Zealand. Hello. Gigi's here, bright and early. Good morning. Glad you enjoyed. Yeah, hopefully we'll do something more pre-planned and where's that van going? And more robust. I'm curious though, because the High Line's not open yet. Where does that extension go? Like I'm curious now, let me go this way. If we go up those stairs and try to go to that extension to the High Line right now, where's the gate actually going to be that's going to stop us from going there? It's not supposed to be open till 7, the High Line. In my opinion is here. Hello. Chris Bates is here, up very early. Like, Chris Bates, what is the time that you would actually have to be up? If that time even exists. I'm gonna go around a little bit. I'm just breathing in a bunch of smoke at the moment. I have like an internal rule that I would never walk slower than someone smoking in front of me. Alright, so here's the extension that's supposed to connect, you know, a way to get to Moynihan a little faster or a little smoother from Hudson Yards area, but I'm curious where the actual gate to stop people from going is going to be. Yeah, like this, here it is, right here. Here's the gate. Oh, but now this just says temporarily closed. Oh, did they close the whole High Line? In general? Is this not just a time closing? Is the whole High Line going to be closed for a little while? Anyone know if they actually closed it? Is the pink tree still there? I believe so. We should be able to see it from over here. Yeah, there it is. What's that place? It's called The Real Deal. Somewhere over there. Let's go the other way so we don't have to walk downstairs. We can just walk down that little ramp at the end. Oh, what else did I miss? Moon is here. Leon, hello. Vivek is here. Ellie Rose. Up early. You don't have to be, time to be up. But flying to Boston. That's cool. Big timber. Someone slipped up there. I remember, you tell me. It's a real estate publication, Real Deal. Alright, that makes sense. Jared, you as well. Is the Zoom DJI any good? This is something called Citizens, and Peloton is in here too. Let's see if we zoom into it. That's it, 4 times zoom. I can't There we go. It was hard for me to actually zoom back out with my glove. Rohit wants more likes. I agree. Wolfie's here. You can still experience the beauty of Pamela Rosencrantz Old Tree. Yes, from across the way. Or from the bottom, or wherever. Wherever you can see it from. There was a buffer? Anybody else? Gray Salt said buffer. Anybody else get that? I'm curious. Andy Diaz, good morning. Someone coming into work super early here. Potentially an Amazon office. Amazon, JP Morgan Chase has more offices here apparently. Are they going to be consolidating any of these offices if they're building that giant new building? That's a huge security guard over there. Like 8,000 feet tall. Anyway. No buffer for anyone else. Gray Salt, check your local settings. Who was that singing? Igor, привет. The sound amplified when I was zoomed in. Should I go through the shops or go around? So I think the shops, the walkway opens at 6 a.m. So technically you can walk through, but nothing's open, obviously. It was Celine Dion. I feel like that stand played Celine Dion last time. The Titanic song, My Heart Will Go On. A Lonely Crumpet, good morning. I'm not politics. Or am I? Go through? One Times Square, huh? All right, if I'm going through, then I gotta turn on my my mini mic. Hold on. And I guess I'll just keep my glove off the entire time since it's not gonna be. All right. 1 second, I have to put it back into my jacket pocket. So we can walk through. Just there's none of this area opens at 6 a.m. So we can walk through. But the music seems pretty quiet anyway. Hopefully with my microphone on, it'll be extra quiet. I actually did not get any copyright strikes yesterday, despite all the music we ran into, which is interesting. It might still hit though. Sometimes they keep going. Anyway, here's the shops at Hudson Yards. Actually, kind of smells like somebody was smoking in here. I don't know if some of the somebody with the workers overnight, maybe? I don't know. Or it could just be someone's residual coming in. Window shopping, save money. Yes, it's free. Here, I'll show you my microphone. It comes with the Pocket Creator combo, but now they released it as a standalone product. DJI Mic 2. I mean, the place is open at 6 a.m., so you could come in and if you have your breakfast from somewhere else, you can come in and eat it and sit down at one of the tables. That's fine. A lot of the lights are still off, though, but none of the stores are going to be open. But it is a public space starting at 6 a.m. The mini mic helps with the music. I think it also has a noise canceling mode. I don't know exactly how to enable it yet. I don't know how much it will help with the music. That's cool. But I feel like if I'm standing right under a speaker, it's not going to be perfect. But yeah, you can walk through here at 6 a.m., which is what we're doing. Nothing's open yet, but you can do it. Could warm up a little bit. Narelle's got oh, this is one of those big things again? Okay, Narelle, get some rest. Good luck. Hopefully we'll see you in Dallas. Let me go even higher. I don't know. We'll go up on one side, down on the other side. That's what we'll do. Oh yeah, Moon, there is a Fuku Chicken here. I believe they opened it already. Or they were working on opening it. Was it? I forget where it was. Yeah, I think I've seen it before. And there's a Magnolia here too. Miguel, good morning. Ambrose says Fuku tastes like Chick-fil-A chicken. Well, options, I guess. Options. Lilac chocolates, new location. Wait, don't they have that already in the Hudson Yards here? Or are they just moving within? And there's a Pret up here as well. There's a Shake Shack. Israeli. This has been here. Israeli Street. I don't know what the deal is over here though. All right, again, good luck. Norell and Swanky Lex or Sean. Let us know. Yeah, it's a really small Magnolia. It's just like a counter. That's really all you need, right? Shake Shack. I mean, considering it's inside of like a little shopping area, it's pretty. Pret is beginning. They're preparing to open. Jack's Coffee. Which clothing store is this? Oh, this is just to get to the edge, and I guess their little gift shop. Oh, there's a lot more construction going on right now, though, than the last time we were in here, I feel like. Yeah, look at all this. Can we still walk through there? Isn't this where it should be open to the atrium near the vessel? There's a lot. And this is like fancy construction walls. Dylan's candy bar, of course. It smells like candy there. Sandra, Hudson. Yeah, this place is pretty. I mean, this is like a sizable mall, right? Just filled with fancy stuff. Yeah. What is going on with the atrium? Is this just this floor, or is it other floors too? Because I think there's escalators here too, right? Or is that lower down? Anyway, let's start going back down. Let's go down the escalators. Titty Ambrose. I guess it depends on how you say it. Peak, I think just have like toys and knickknacks. Anyway, let's go back down. Oh, they have a little bit of art here too. Somewhere, the Pippins. Dilemma of Colors. H&M Man. I still find it, I don't know why I find it funny when I read that. H&M Man. Mobile signal's been good, that's good. All right, well, Zara, yeah, that whole, it's closed there too on this floor. Let's go down again. Let's just make our way down. Can we even exit to the west side right now, the atrium area? Herman Wong is here, hello. Good morning. Stance. Is that some sort of another athletic wear? Mac Weldon. Can I see the, oh, I can look out into the atrium now. It looks like it's just the upper levels being reworked. Go in Zara and do some shopping. I think Zara's still closed. So let me just take a peek here. Can we see from down here what's going on the upper floors? Wait, let me go up the escalator and then go back down the escalator. I'm just curious. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I was kind of hoping to kill enough time for the High Line to open, but I don't think it will. And plus, that sign kind of said the High Line is closed because of ice. Maybe they saw me falling and they said, you know what? The High Line is a fall hazard during icy weather. Let's shut that down. Oh no, so it's not this floor, it's just the 4th floor that's being redone, and I guess they have the escalator closed to go up there. So they're redoing that area and the top, like something in there. Anyway, all right. Yeah, imagine you can actually shop at this place when it's this empty. I mean, I wouldn't anyway, because most of this stuff's so expensive. But I shut down the High Line, yes. Susie watched the Pixar movie Soul last night. It was good? I never saw that one. That red mannequin, really. It reminds me of Vision from The Marvel. The Marvel. It's like Vision cosplaying as Tony Stark. Karen Williams. Blue Bottle is still being opened up. They're preparing for the day. The Highline should be open in 19 minutes. We'll see if we can get on the Highline at all if it's not actually closed. Let's check we'll check the signage just to see if it's closed because of time or if there are more signs that say it's going to be closed during icy conditions. They're still repairing one. The Highline is actually closed according to the website. Okay, so we won't even bother looking at them. Well, maybe we can see there's another sign there. But I imagine it'll open up later this week when it'll open later this week when it rains and warms up to the 40s again. I think today is already going to get above freezing for the first time in a few days. Though it might have hit above freezing at some point last week, just like 1 degree, like to 33. Oh, I just pulled the wire. Hopefully it didn't affect anything. All right. The Atrium, completely deholidayified, whatever you want to say. And they're doing some work upstairs. Oh. Is that supposed to look like that up there? Huh. I guess that's why they're doing work. Anyway, let's go. I shouldn't have put my glove on until I turned off my microphone. Let's do that. Oh yeah, they consider the mall walking area like a public space that opens up at 6 a.m. So you can walk through it, just none of the stores are open. I don't know if other malls do that. Probably not, right? The malls have a specific opening and closing time, probably closer to where the first shops open. Yeah, it's going to get above the 30s, above 32 later today too, right? Like a high is 38, 39 maybe, 30, I don't know. Somewhere in the high 30s. There's no social construction going on in there. Yeah, I see that same sign right on the Highline right there. I mean, they could also just do it themselves, right? If they wanted to, they could de-ice it. They could do a bunch of work on it, but I wonder how many people actually fell. Maybe somebody actually broke something, unfortunately. Yeah, anyway, we'll check some of the other entrances as we get closer to 7. Maybe the elevators will work because those are like on a timer, I think. I'm assuming they would just automate them, but maybe not in case of these types of things where they actually close it. Oh, mall walking? That was a thing? Wow. Ambrose, did you run your 817 miles today already? The vessel, I don't really know what the plan is for this thing now. It's just there. Giant beehive looking structure you can't go in. You can go on the bottom and take photos. They still have all the lights wrapped around the trees here. It's pretty, I just don't think it's good for the trees if it stays on as the trees grow come springtime. The sky does look cool on the pocket. Should social constructs require scaffolding? We need a subcommittee to discuss. One mall left in Phoenix. Wow. I mean, what's the biggest mall? The American Dream or something? Isn't that mall like kind of a ghost town too, or am I just making things up? It's funny when the trucks don't have like the rest of their the trailer on. It just looks kind of sad. I don't know. It looks like it worked out. Are the condos along the West Side Highway in the Village occupied? I mean, if they're like any of the other super high-end luxury buildings, like Billionaires Row, they might not be. A lot of very rich people buy properties like that just to store their money somewhere. At least that's what I was told at some point. I'm not one of them. Man, I feel like it's the salt more than anything else, and like that made all these cars so dirty. Popular malls are no longer enclosed or outdoors. Well, I guess what's the outlet mall? What's the outlet mall that everyone goes to? Woodbury Commons, that one? I mean, that's all outdoors. That's an outlet store mall, I guess. But I feel like that one is still pretty frequented. Because I feel like people think they're getting a deal because they're going to an outlet store, right? I don't know if that's actually the case. Or if they're getting like slightly reduced quality merchandise or whatever. I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. Unspecified location. Uh-oh, what's going on with Nightbot? Oh, invalid location. New York no longer exists according to Nightbot, I guess. The Giant, a 50-foot tall moving statue is coming to American Dream. That's not that Kid Cudi promotional thing, is it? Victoria and the hubby walk the big stores. Big box stores for exercise. Nice. Truck without a trailer is called Bob Salt. Bobtail? Why did I say Bob Salt? Because your name is Gray Salt. And I can't process things properly in my brain. Understandable, right? Here's a super. Let's go off of this. I don't like this avenue too much. No, this will take us into the meat packing. But there's some fancy cars here. Take a look at those. The Rel and Swanky, when they get their approval to come to America, they'll be buying one of those. Oh, not related to that promotional thing. Okay, but is the American Dream still like frequented and can be considered crowded at times, or I don't know. Rolls, why not? Rimac, January 22nd, 1900. That New York Ballet founder was born. New Jersey Garden Mall is Moni's favorite. And hello to you as well. Should I pick up the pace? I don't know. We're only on 26th Street. Maybe I should go down. No, I should go down one avenue. This is not. I feel like I've turned off here before because I didn't want to walk out there. So let me take a look and see what this block looks like. Yeah, we have gone down this one. So let me go one more and then we'll. I don't know why he's dinging over there. There's nothing to ding. Anyway. We'll walk down this one, then go left, maybe. The American Dream is alive and well, just not in America. Uh-oh. So, all chocolate statues can mimic the appearance of anyone? Oh, no. It's going to be an interactive giant statue. I wonder how fast it'll break. Because the first thing someone's going to do in terms of it mimicking movements is something absolutely vulgar. And they're going to have to put up signs saying, no vulgar movements, please. We don't need 50-foot giant statue imitating, you know. Yeah. Maybe we do, actually. We find it kind of funny. TL, good morning. Glad you enjoyed the meetup. looks like it could be a nice sunrise. We could have also decided to walk by the river at some point today also. This is an apartment building. It's called the Chelsea Arts Tower. I don't know if it's actually also an apartment building or just office. I think he ran over some ice or something. Chelsea Arts Tower. Anybody want to look it up? Is it commercial or some people live in there? Hey, I'm check 75 Adams here. Bespoke scanning technology is very cryptic and custom. Winston Wachter. Nicki Minaj can't be near the statue. Uh-oh. Didn't she go to my high school? The crossings and the Poconos. Well, I guess the Poconos probably has some wealthy visitors. It's known as a getaway spot, right? 6:52. Getting close to 7. But I think the High Line's still going to be closed because it hasn't been above freezing in several days now. And I think they just shut down the High Line so they don't have to like keep maintaining any ice or any ice that melted slightly because of direct sunlight, since it wasn't warm enough, and then kind of refroze. 1985 Dodge Lancer. The power of golf cart in a cold morning. Pizza and Cafe, 10th Avenue. That's like two things you don't really like. Let me get a slice of pizza and a cup of hot coffee. I feel like that's not something that meshes well. I mean, yes, I'll have a coffee, after a pizza meal, but like I wouldn't really think about ordering the two at the same time. I think so, Adam. That's the one. It's going to be renamed soon if it's not already. How far over the white line? Oh, most of the cars over the solid white line. Just most of it. It's still okay because a sliver of it is left. It only slightly went into the crosswalk. Oh, it's your first work trip in a year. Nice, Chris. Hopefully everything is smooth. Breakfast pizza I'm familiar with, but like a regular slice of pizza. Mermaid Inn. Remember when I thought it was actually an inn? In my feed, that one boogie woogie pianist, Brendan Kavanagh, appeared recently. Apparently there was some controversy involved with him. He was filming as he usually does in a public space, playing piano on boogie woogie, and then he was approached by some folks from China, I guess, and they told him he can't use their images in his videos. But again, they're like I also don't know the filming laws in the UK. He did keep quoting, it's a free country and essentially no expectation of privacy in a public space, but I don't know if the same applies there as here. I'm assuming it does. He's been there, he knows what he's doing out there. He's been doing this for a while. But it was kind of silly, and the police even started to get not on his side. Anyway, I don't know if anybody else saw that. I think it just happened the last couple of days. But I do enjoy his boogie woogie playing. I know we don't usually talk about controversies like that, but I just thought it was interesting because it popped up in my feed this morning. Oh, is Bagels and Walk Sean here? Our collab from yesterday was a smashing hit. Hope you slept all right. Yeah, I don't know. I saw your cable messages this morning. I responded to them also. Mermaid had scaled down and aren't as good. I usually prefer places with smaller menus. You would think they would do better with less variety of food. But if they're not doing it great, then oh well. People saw that too. And then they started claiming he was being racist when he's saying this is not communist China. But like, if he did the same thing in China and was approached and then they told him this is not the free UK, like, you could say that too. Like, the point is there's different laws in different countries, and when you're in another country, the laws of your country aren't the ones you should be following. It will be the laws of the country you're currently in. I mean, a lot of them overlap, I'm sure, but if it's a completely different style of government, they might not. Anyway, speaking of Brendan Kavanaugh, I think his YouTube channel is like Dr. Boogie Woogie K or something like that. But he's a good pianist, and I love his boogie woogie. And it's unfortunate that, you know, when you film in public, you may run into these kinds of things because not everyone knows the actual filming laws around you. Kind of like what happened with Yo Ange and Susan Sarandon. Or was that? I know I think it's usually referred to that Susan. So we don't blow up everyone's spot. But yeah, like, there's no expectation of privacy in public, especially when you're not even like the focus of attention. I mean, I guess otherwise paparazzi wouldn't have a job, right? They can do what they do. It can be a little slimy at times, but you know, they can do it. Not Boogie Bob of he's in Hell's Kitchen area, right? Usually, not Boogie Bob of Hell's Kitchen. Brendan Kavanaugh of the UK. He is a great pianist. Right, who that Dave? Right. Where am I now? I guess we're kind of in the Chelsea area. Approaching meatpacking pretty soon. I don't see anybody on the High Line yet, but it's also not 7 yet. It's almost 7. Vantovi Druk wants people to send money. Yeah, that message is not going to be shown. Sapider, I'm glad you're enjoying. Now you can join us for these virtual walks. Steve's got to work. That's good. That's a good way to say it. Have a great day. Live streamers in Japan avoid showing other people, especially children. Yeah, I don't like to highlight children either. But I never like directly point at anyone's face, unless, you know, they're like doing something weird, like driving their van onto the Esplanade. Sorry. When's your flight, Chris? Or finding a park, yeah. Like if you're also gonna pull some kind of dumb stuff like physically standing with your body without a car in a parking spot, you're gonna get filmed also. Like, you can't do that. You can't run up into a parking spot and just stand there Say, oh no, they're coming, don't worry. Yeah, not how it works. Tokyo Disney actually has restrictions on filming. Yeah, I mean, if you're in a private, like, you know, paid entry park, you have the freedom to do that, of course. So in theory, I guess even our Disneys in America can put a restriction on filming. I think they probably already don't allow things like tripods and all that stuff. But that's pretty common for a lot of places. Yeah, George, I saw that too. And I wasn't sure if they were doing that or if they were also telling somebody like not to record the other guy. I don't know. Like it was the whole scenario was very weird. So we could try the elevator and see if it works. It's after 7 now. Unless, there might be a sign on the elevator that also says the High Line's closed. If that sign is on the elevator and the elevator door is still open, I'm not going to go in. Because the sign will be clear. And it'll be a mistake to try to go in there and then somebody says, don't you read the sign? Let's see. Yeah, I'm just curious if it'll open if it's on a timer. No, they actually closed it, so it's fully closed. Oh, and it's also out of service. Oh, so it's like it's a double thing. I don't know which note came first. Anyway, I guess we could check if the stairs are open, right? Where would the gate be? Oh, is it actually open now? Well, if it's open and there's no signs here, we're gonna try to go in. Hold on. Do I fall asleep after these long walks? No, I start working. Let's see. So far, there's no signs and the gate's open. So, if the gate's open and there's no signs, then we can just go, right? Disney loves publicity. I feel like otherwise they wouldn't have allowed South Park to use the likeness of Mickey Mouse. Anyway, here's 14th Street. Determination. There's people over there. I don't know. Let's see if they say something. But the place where we walked up, the gate was open. There was no sign. The problem will be is if we can't get out, right? If we can't get off the High Line, that'll be the problem. If we have to go back to where we came from. But it looks like they're just making sure that the paths are safe for traversal. Let me see if this message is... Okay. Not important. Or not to be immediately addressed. Not that it's unimportant. The W in that W Hotel is now blue, if you can see it. I don't know if the pocket shows it. I think it is bunk. They might have exclusivity to their image, but that wouldn't work internationally, I think. I don't think it could be enforced in another country. But, you know, maybe. Yeah, CJ, I think they're just making sure that the less safe paths are not being traversed. So it looks like they are planning on opening it today properly. I mean, it's already open. I'm on it. I don't have exclusive access privileges to the High Line. The beach is over there. Yeah, what's going on with the W sign? Adam, do you know anything about those? Are they supposed to be red for the most part, or do they change colors as they do? Fraught with danger. I have exclusivity. Intruder on the High Line. I mean, as long as we can get out down the stairs here, it's fine. The elevator was out of service because it was out of service, so I'm just going to try to go down. We got up on 23rd Street, so that's where it was open, at the stairs. If that was a miss, it was a miss. On their end. Oh, why? Oh, they're opening it now. I think. Yeah, I think we can. I think they're opening it now. I do like a good white birch tree as well, yes. Good morning. Thanks. W hotel signs can be different colors. It occurs in other countries too. Oh yeah, I just thought it was always like red. Red is kind of ominous, so I don't know. Oh, is that not true? Not true? Can't get on, but not out. But it looks like they're opening today anyway, so it's okay. I smell some food being cooked. I think it's from this food cart. It smells very good. This is exacerbating my hunger. Mark is in Perth. Wait, the red in the W sign was hurting wildlife, so they had to change the color? Is that what it was? And that's like a permanent change, they just can't use red anymore? A lot of these Maman bakeries have popped up. There was one that was about to be opened on 33rd and Madison, and then it never happened. It's like, it completely disappeared. I feel like I always try to walk through this park, which is actually closed right now, so let me make a loop around it, towards the W Hotel. Yes, I've not been eating breakfast in the morning on weekdays. Oh, Nightbot knows where we are again. It's 25 degrees. I want Nightbot to give a real feel too. I don't know if I can set that up in the API. I feel like the real feel with the wind can be more important. Raul, good morning. Traverse, I don't know if I ever walked around this area back then, but I guess it was the Meatpacking District for a reason. We need tougher wildlife. We need drop bears. They gotta introduce drop bears to America. I did not know the Dawn plant is closing. This is a cool bar, Barbuto. Right by the water here. Nice windows. The beach is over there. The sunrise is causing some cool colors over New Jersey, even though the sunrise is behind us. That's pretty cool. 22 on Beggars and Walk. It feels like 16. A Kangawalla fox. The drop bear's cousin. Jay Bear in Ohio. Good morning. I mean, the meatpacking district definitely still has butchers, but I guess it's not at the intensity that it once was, is what it seems like. All right, I don't know. Let's go back. On weekends, I still sometimes eat breakfast if we, if we do things as a family. And sometimes I go to like great grandma's, and she demands that I eat, so I'll eat. But then I'll probably skip lunch and then eat dinner. But that's just me. That's what I do. I like to let my body get a little hungry. I have the control, not it. I will not succumb until I say so. Yeah, it's like a very vulgar version of intermittent fasting. Just not any sort of, I don't know, like not an exact science. Like the people who follow it to an exact science will like specifically not eat until noon to 6, and that's their 6-hour window of eating. Some people do that. John Burke, hello. Defiant is hungry now. Yeah, the more we talk about the food, the worse it is. Hopefully this guy eventually decides to start driving and finish crossing the street. I am hungry. Yes, CJ. She is 3. Egg and cheese. I still haven't gotten Adam's new favorite chorizo egg and cheese on a croissant. Random Hotels Continental Breakfast Buffet. I mean, I feel like I can't turn that down. If a hotel were to flag me down as I walked by at like 7 a.m. and said, "Hey, you want a free continental breakfast?" That's not something I can turn down. And if I'm on vacation, I want to be eating 8 meals a day. Wow, CJ. That's wild. There's that portion of the elevated train tracks that would have connected to the High Line to continue the train tracks. And we saw that cool image of it on the corner of that building, I think, where the actual, it's like a photo of the train that used to pass through. Let's take a look at it again. NASA found another Earth, like almost the same exact temperature conditions and potential for life Earth. That's like, I mean, Earth is considered like a Goldilocks planet, right? Susie Q is a 3-year member. Loving every minute except when you oversleep. Thank you, Susie, for that. An insane level of support. Thank you. Mojave, on vacation I might be. Renovated townhome. I think we've seen this one before. It's pretty wide for a townhome. 735 Greenwich. No, Washington Street. Washington Street. I always make that mistake. Where's that photo? Here it is. I have not, Adam. I've still not. It's probably not something I can easily seamless. I probably need to like go in there and ask them, "Do you have chorizo?" Okay, can you throw it together on a croissant with some bacon, egg, and cheese? Bizarro world. Ah, you retracted it. Yeah, if a guy is offering you breakfast from outside of the pockets of his trench coat, I will not eat it unless he's not wearing any clothes under it. Then I will. Okay, all right. Mrs. Stenberger's here. (1649C) is the name of this planet. Okay, I want to look into this kind of like how many light years away is it? Or is that the amount of light years? 1649C, because C is what? I guess the speed of light. I I don't know if I remember it correctly anymore, but isn't that what it's considered? These aren't cobblestone streets, they're Belgian blocks, that's what they say. I don't know. But to every New Yorker, you ask a New Yorker, what are those blocks called in that one street? Oh, cobblestones. It's cobblestones blocks. Just cobblestones. FedEx really hates the solid white line too. I guess I'll cross this way too. We'll just kind of go back and forth a little bit. I want to see if I can freeze my dongles. Wow, crystal light like directly into the... Oh no, it's just water now. It's not crystal light. Oh, it looks very, very eerily similar to crystal light. It's infringement. Same size as Earth. Orbits in the habitable zone. And it's only 300 light years away? I mean, if you think about what that actually means, it's 300 light years away, which means you have to be going at the speed of light to get there. I don't know what our fastest speeds are in space. Space? What? But I imagine it would take us, at our fastest, probably like 10,000 years to get there or something, right? I don't know. Yes, that's right. Look, that's the big well. Dongles, store them at room temperature, and definitely not too warm. You don't want to. You don't want to boil them. You know what I mean? Just an engineering problem. We'll fix it. Or if they could figure out how to fold, space and like harness the power of wormholes. Maybe. Ambrose's car is only 70 miles an hour. Bobik says I walk at least 5 miles. Yeah, you walk like 4 to 5 miles in a commute, something like that. I try to, this one I try to stretch out a little bit, otherwise we'd be done in like 40 minutes. Same amount of time to pass the BQE, yes. And if it's one of those days where you gotta drive the belt, the BQE, and the FDR, you might as well write your will during your drive. That's the end. Have I talked myself into a pit that I can't dig myself out of? All right, let's go through this walkway filled with cobblestones. A bacon, egg, and cheese with 7 slices of cheese. I'll eat it. I mean, like, In-N-Out's the place where you can get, like, any size burger, right? You can get, like, 20 patties and 20 slices of cheese. I'll take it. Oh, Steck's here? I missed you. Hello. 300 light years away, man. Oh, you're actually right, Moon, We're only seeing it 300 years in the past. If they're really like Earth and they've been around for a while, they could have had a civilization older than us. They could have exploded it. Or something else could have happened, of course. That's also, that's pretty crazy to think about, right? All these things we're looking at in this night sky, we're seeing them at a snapshot, however many millions of years back, depending on how far they are. So it's kind of wild. Maybe not millions, but, light years. Some might be millions. Anyway. Belgian blocks. Alright, what are they selling here? Park Place, 2.6 million. It's a 1 bedroom. Wow. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 half bathroom. 2.6. 2 full bathrooms, 2 bedrooms, 1 half bathroom, 3.35. Probably can't even see it. It's very blown out. Anyway. I mean, I'm pretty sure all these places are supposed to have those AEDs around on the wall as part of their kits. Way Big as Walk Sean got a GPT poem going for me. Mind-bending poem about astronomy being a vision of the past. In cosmic dance, stars alight, astronomy unveils ancient light. Time's illusion, a heavenly gaze, past and present in celestial haze. Ah, yes. Dongles. Oh, speaking of dongles, there was a point that, Old MacDonald had a farm. That song, Baby Commuter, would say, Old McDongles. Walking UK is here. I haven't seen Walk With Me Tim in a while. We used to see him a little bit, but he really blew up. And he's kind of become like a traveling super mogul hotel expert now, which is pretty cool. Congrats to Walk With Me Tim. Am I a wizard? Yeah, I was kind of trying to do that voice. There was, for whatever reason, that one channel I watch, Kit Boga, on Twitch, or I guess he also has YouTube clips too. He created, his team, has this AI they use, and it has this guy's voice. And he sounds like a wizard man. What's his name again? I think he's got a very wizard-like name, too. But it sounds just like that, and it's an AI that actually responds to scammers. It's like, I hear you have problems accessing your money. Have you tried restarting your internet? Just this very jovial, exaggerated voice. My new name is Old McDongles. Old McDongles had a phone, E-I-E-I-O, and on that phone was 1,000 dongles, E-I-E-I-O, with Sorry. Those are my technology sounds. No, not Merlin. What was his name? Man, anyway. Does nobody here watch Kit Boga? Wizzy McWizard. Oh, McDongles. I think you only get a certain amount of times you could change your channel name. Does anyone know that for sure? Or is there a certain amount of times within a certain time period? I feel like I wouldn't be able to change it back for 30 days. Mel the Bell likes Kit Boga. And he likes Scabrapego. Yeah, they all have different styles. Kit Boga tends to not do that one where, you log into their computers and try to, curse them out and all that and say you're a piece of garbage, whatever. He just exists to kind of waste their time in increasingly clever ways. Just wait a moment. Just wait a moment. I feel like the name of that AI voice started with an A, but I could be mistaken. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? If you do watch him, sounds like some people do. We walked by that super old wooden shack over there. I forgot to highlight it today. You could change your name 3 times within 90 days. Alright, so I guess it's not a permanent thing. The speed of light in the atmosphere slows down by 3/10,000th of the speed of light compared to space. Atmosphere, that's because light is waves and particles, right? If it was just waves, it might not. I don't know. I don't know physics. But I found Ron's car. I'm not waffling. I'm pancaking. Okay, Yellow hasn't watched Kit in a while. Yeah, they've gotten even more elaborate with their methods of wasting scammers' time. It's all a social construct. Oh, if we keep walking south on Greenwich, you can see your hotel. We have to walk all the way to Spring. Spring might be too far. No, 726. Yeah, it might be too far now to figure out. This is Ron's Porsche 911. Porsche. What's the preferred way of saying it? Or I guess what's the correct way? Yeah, it's not too bad today. It's gonna keep warming up. Why are you redeeming? Do not redeem. And the music that people make for his channel from like the scammer conversations is just incredible. Some of those are actual like bangers. When can I call myself vintage? Like, you know how sometimes the wrestlers that do the same move over and over again, they start doing it like down the line, and then like the announcer, oh, that's vintage Randy Orton. But like Randy Orton's not that old. Oh, there's gonna be some filming here. Anyone want to guess what it is? It's gonna be Law and Order. Ooh, it's a secret name. RKS4. This Wednesday. Ooh, that's when that game, Enshrouded, I think Enshrouded comes out. I gotta play more of this Pal World game. The one that everyone keeps touting as a Pokemon with guns. Porsche. Oh, no substitute. Oh, Porsche. Oh, sorry. Not sorry. Let me start going left a little bit. Freedom Tower, One World Trade's over there. You can see it, maybe. This treadmill has some rubber plants. Rubber trees? Yeah, that's what those are. Food at Dave would enjoy food delivery on a bicycle for sure. You mean actually making the deliveries? I mean, it'd be a pretty cool way to like get to know the city. But then I imagine you might get frustrated at some point. Happy Go Lucky got a buffer. Anybody else? I think I don't know. My thing might be a little bit off. Yeah, I'm 34 seconds behind. And if you did get a buffer, what kind of buffer was it? Arthur was the voice. Thank you. Liz K. That's the voice that Kip Oak has been using. That's his name. Power Book 3. Raising Canaan. Is that how you pronounce that? Canaan or Canaan? Power Book. What is that? What is Power Book 1 and 2? Wait, I have so many questions. Mojave prefers a vintage Plymouth GTX or a Challenger. Isn't Pokemon with guns basically Digimon? Is someone else getting buffers? Why does everyone keep posting up the little buffering symbol? Is Digimon really with guns? I didn't really watch Digimon. I just kind of barely remember the theme song. Digimon, digital monsters. Because it uses like the tritone, the diminished fifth interval in the opening, so it's kind of striking. Right? Yeah, something like that. Let me go down this road. Minor buffs? Stream froze for some people? But no buffer for some others? That doesn't make any sense. Unless multiple people have the same internet problem, or there's some sort of connection issue between you and YouTube. or between like a local YouTube server based on where you are. I don't know. Because if it's from my end, everybody should have gotten it. It's weird. I think it's weird. Let me just check my thing. I want to see the temperature of this new box that I'm using. Let's see. According to this refresh, it's hard to like get the finger right with this glove. Everything's connected. Oh, the SoC. Yeah, this thing stays hotter, Biggs and Walk Sean, than the Rock. Than the Ratchet Rock 5A. At least in this temperature. It's at 31 degrees Celsius instead of 25 degrees Celsius. Big whoop. Want to fight about it? Could be a local thing. Yeah, it might be, but a few people said they had it, so it's weird. It's weird when a few people actually say they have it, I think. But I wish I got out a little bit earlier today. I wanted to try and hit the 2-hour mark to see if we can get that weird purple screen, if it's my cables or if it was the box that I'm using before the Orange Pi 5 Plus or whatever it's called. Yeah, it's in a case. It's in the aluminum case, and it came with a fan in there. I don't know if you got that case also, the one that comes with the fan, metallic case, but it's a little bit tricky the way you install the actual fan cable. It's a very specific couple of pins, and it's not the ones that usually look like a fan for a computer. It's like what looks like the giant power cable connection, which is kind of weird. Mojave was looking at the Porsche. Sorry. Porsche. The buffer and mattress store free zone. The buffer zone is in Swanky's garage. Digimon, digital potatoes. Digimon, the potato power. 7th Avenue, which means we should. Oh, it becomes Varick Street, I think, over there. That was loud. Sounded like a long pipe fell off a truck or something. Aluminium? Oh. I feel like that Bandit's shack used to be over here. Not Porsche? No? Uh-oh. People are mad. Well, there's got to be a right way. You know? There's no A at the end, so it's just Porsche. Technically, it's a modified VW Beetle. But what's the official right way? Like, what's the name, the manufacturer name, official way of... Is that minivan a little low to the ground? I don't know. No, we got barely any snow from that last snowstorm. We were out there on Friday, if you want to check it. We pretty much walked the entirety of the snowstorm when it was supposed to accumulate stuff in the afternoon. Nothing accumulated. It's the People's Wagon. Is that one of the Rock's moves? Or is that his car? That's the bottom line. Let's do some circling over here before we end up at a little park. Porsche. It's a German name, and the E at the end is pronounced. Aha. So if it's a German, you got to go back to the country of origin. If it's said in the name, in the country of origin, then you say it. Like, you imagine you run into somebody and their name is like Mr. Porsche, whatever, however you pronounce it, and you told them, no, that's not how you pronounce your name. If the NYPD copyright their sirens, yeah, we would be in trouble. We almost got copyrighted by them because of the somebody decided to put the sirens in a song that they then claimed was theirs. Anyway, so whatever the actual pronunciation is in German would be the answer. That's it. Case closed. Borsche? Well, it's Borscht is the proper soup pronunciation of the borscht soup. Borscht. Spy Hunter's friend's surname is Assman. That sounds like a Seinfeld episode. A little electric blower. Alright, well, maybe we'll make a little circle on McDougal Street towards our park. Adam likes kasha. My grandma loves to try to offer kasha to me and the baby. The baby does not like it. She did at some point, but then stopped. It's an S sound, not an sound. Porsche? Yeah, McDougal, why not? I can't even see the One World Trade. The sky's all blown. Maybe if I angle it, it'll get more blue. Oh, but now the scaffolding's blocking it. Well, our Monday commute now just takes us to the West Village areas, and I kind of take some extra little winding paths to give us some more time together. I still want to come back to having Mondays be a little bit later again, just so that we have like one commute that's not exactly the same time, to have some more folks be able to join. We're able to join later and then have the other commutes still possible, but I haven't gotten there yet. Ron enjoyed that Vanity Plate one Seinfeld episode. I'm the ass man. Novorain has made it in. That is a deep truck. I like the way I did my Monday commutes before too, because I feel like I already did some work before the stream. And it felt like part of my day was already done. Now my Mondays is like, I'm gonna go to the middle. I'm not gonna go all the way across, just go to the middle and wait. I'm not gonna rush at the moment. Yeah, now I just gotta like get there and do everything. No break. Houston Street. Will I ever walk to One World Trade? Maybe on some Friday commute when we get up super early and have enough time to walk really far south and then come back, or on some extra stream that I'm able to do at some point. Truck is pronounced lorry in the UK. Wow, I didn't know you guys pronounce your letters like that. So anytime I see T, it's more like an L, R is like an A. Alright, I'll try to remember that. I thought it was lorry like Lorry. Or is that not the case? I don't even know. Oh, I didn't know Dunkin' Donuts has little bags of coffee with the flavor Mechanics Garage. Time is time. Time breaks. What? Apartment is flat. Not bumpy. Francisco, good morning. Michael Woodson, Ketovore, lost 65 pounds. Awesome. Congrats on that. Is Tesla pronounced Tesla? I guess it could be. If that's the way that it should be pronounced, then maybe we should be pronouncing it that way. Do a couple more little circles and I'll end up back in that little park. Canal do Rudy, hello, good morning to you in Brazil. You want a donuts, coffee? Maybe one day. Usually I don't get too much stuff on the stream. I'll probably have another coffee later. If you drink black coffee, it doesn't break the fast, supposedly. Tesla's pronounced lemon. Yeah, we gotta ask Nikola Tesla. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Or something. How's drop pear pronounced? Evil koala. The name of that champagne bar is called Sweet Rehab. I would say it's a little insensitive, maybe. Oof, the car that pulled out. Its exhaust is strong. Made fresh from a car engine. Coffee. All right, back to Houston. Okay, we'll take Houston back to that park and see if the park is open. Sometimes the park's not. It should be. 3 of Cups, Bistro, half beer and wine. Some Filipinos pronounce Parmesan cheese as Farmer Sanchez. Parmesan cheese, Farmer Sanchez. Interesting. Oh, shadow's so long. That long winter shadow. Winter morning sunrise. No model called Coil, yeah. Maybe one day. But it all doesn't matter. It's all a social construct. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter, right? We have to rise above. Hamburger America. Oh, they like styled it in a really old school diner, like 70s diner. Look at that. You can see through me. Look at that. It's kind of cool. That's kind of cool indeed. Mike and Steve's doing all right. How are you? They say Maku Donaradu. There's McDonald's in Japan. My shadow looks like I'm on stilts. It's just marginally exaggerated from my usual Marfanoid appearance. Hello to you in Tokyo. I don't think I actually said hi. Just read how you say McDonald's. Burger's probably $20. Very possible. I can't see because of the sun. I'm probably not going to cross until light. Oh, the park is also closed. Come on. I should have just added another park we just came from. Across the street. Yes, I wear a hat usually if it's under like 30, 26, depending on the winds. It wasn't super windy today, but I still wore a hat. I probably could have done without it, but I also wasn't walking super fast because I know it's not as long of a walk. But yeah. So I still don't know if it's my cable or if it was the encoder box. Maybe it was faulty, I don't know. I mean, we've only been going for an hour and like what, 45? So it's not exact. David's looking for Tinder. 19 minutes till the 2 hours mark. Yeah, I won't be able to make it all the way till 2 hours. I gotta get cracking on this. Mondays are still my busier days. I mean, the Pocket does okay if you point the thing directly at the sun, right? Let's see. Let's just go right in the open, not blocked by anything. Yeah, and like a camera would normally be completely blown out by it, right? Anyway. Stevie Reed was a delivery man for 25 years. Yeah, keep moving, stay warm. Get that blood flow going. Did anybody look up Hamburger America to see what the prices actually are? If it's even open yet, I don't know. It looked kind of new. Doing well, that's good to see. That you're okay with his performance today, good. Oh, I'm still in Singapore. That's a long business trip. Crochet Gal's here, I'm gonna miss you, sorry. We're on like the back and forth of the streams. Yeah, yesterday we were, oh, that's the restaurant by George Motz, got it. Burger Historian, cool. $7.25 for a burger? Yeah, does that have anything with it? Any sides, or you have to pay? You probably have to pay extra for the sides. Spy Hunter's getting buffering. Anybody else? The days are getting 11 for a double burger. I sometimes want a triple burger, I guess, depending on the size of the patties. Nothing with it, fries $4.25. Got it. I mean, not the worst prices. You could still get like a meal for what, like 10, 11 bucks? 12 bucks? Yeah, I don't know. A lot of folks seem to be getting, like, people are getting buffers at the same time, but for some reason, not everybody, and it's not all me, which I don't fully understand. Unless you're like in the same region and it's YouTube servers issues, I don't know, whatever. It seems to have been working overall okay. I haven't seen anything weird on my end, which is good. It's like well, hopefully it's a little better than Five Guys. Five Guys is all very, very, very greasy. Last time I had them, at least the fries were. It's just like a sack of dripping potato juice, oil, grease. I want that double Big Mac. But I hate the whole participating locations thing because none of the participating locations for the McRib were in New York. So there's that, right? If we're having participating locations, at least make some of them in a place where you can get it. Like near a major metropolis. Ron wants more testing. Tuna salad, 7 egg sandwiches? My goodness. Is that 7 supposed to have a shift behind it? Oh yeah, I heard YouTube is like making people's videos load slower now if you have an ad blocker installed or something. Wait, Super Size Me was released 20 something years ago? Man. Double Big Mac exists in Australia. Is it at Macca's? And then we can go to Hungry Jack's and then top it off with an Outback Steakhouse, traditional Australian cuisine. Just don't use Chrome, or I guess don't use Edge either. I think even Opera is Chromium based now. I think only Firefox is like its own style of whatever. What would you call it? I don't know, like its own proprietary browsing software or whatever. Because there's so many browsers are now Chromium based, which is essentially Google. Like if you can pull in your Google account, it's Chromium based. It's Australia Day on Friday. Wow. We'll have a good Friday then when we walk. A double McMother may I from McMackers. Anyway, 7:52, all right. Well, I've tried to push the limit as long as I can before I feel like I'm going to be a little too rushed. You know, I'm a little slower in general after working the weekend too, so it's like it all adds up. I wish the Monday was lighter, but I'll manage. The loading issue is proven to be an AdBlock Plus itself issue, not just a Google issue or Chrome or YouTube forcing it on people. Interesting. Well, I use, I don't use ad blockers on YouTube anymore because I have premium at this point. It's so much easier if you use a lot of devices like TVs and stuff where you don't have to worry about installing ad blockers. But I use uBlock Origin as my primary ad blocker. I'll cluck at Bell and GTA, I remember that. But anyway, yes, thanks everyone for joining the commute this morning. We need more likes. We gotta get to 500. If we're not there yet. And yeah. Always appreciate your support. Super Chats, Super Stickers, PayPal, Patreon, memberships, thank you. Subscribers, thank you too. Non-subscribers, if you're listening, think about subscribing. Why not? It's free, it's easy. You can hit the bell icon. I guess people say that too sometimes, right? For notifications, though I hear it doesn't always work right. Southern Pacific likes uBlock. Tube Block. Dirty Bird, KFC. And of course, thanks to the mods. Thanks for your thumbs. Oh, yeah, we're at 450. We gotta get to 500. What are we doing here? I'm kidding. What's your Cash App? Is that a scam? Jay Bear came from Nota. It's crazy how much things have advanced in even in 30 years, right? 30 years ago, nobody had a little rectangle in their pocket that had access to essentially all the information humanity has discovered thus far. Crazy. I mean, even 20 years ago, right? You had flip phones 20 years ago, where you could access the internet a little bit. There's some birds landed right next to me. I think if I don't move, they won't fly up. They're gone. Nobody's come to unlock the thing yet either. Oh well, I guess it's closed today, or for now, or it's too cold and the guy's like, I'll get there when I get there. Ooh, Murphy Dean, will do. April 3rd, 1973, Martin Cooper, Motorola researcher and executive, made the first mobile phone call on 6th Avenue, Manhattan. Very cool. The birds are happy that humans are such filthy animals. The dinosaurs of the modern day. Birds. No, the iPhone was introduced in 2007, 8 maybe? 2007 or 8? I think. I remember beepers in the 90s. Only the cool kids had beepers in the 90s at school. The phone carries more information than the first craft on the moon. I mean, all that stuff's crazy, right? Considering they were able to send things to space with handwritten calculations and giant computers. It's all wild. 2007. Okay, so my first instinct was right for the iPhone. 2007. Of course, Mel the Bell, of course.
car phone in the 90s. I remember some folks that had car phones in the 90s. Yeah, they were giant. Like 8 times the size of a cell phone or something. It's a big handheld receiver looking thing. Smart beep. Walking UK used to queue up at payphones in the 80s. I remember you could like still call 1-800 numbers for free when they had a lot of payphones, and when I had to wait for my mom in the lobby for her to like finish work or whatever, they had payphones, and sometimes I would just call 1-800 numbers. Give me a break. I was like 10 years old. All right, it's 7:56. I really should go. Anyway, thanks again, everyone, for joining. I already said my goodbyes. I just kind of dilly-daddled. Dilly-dallied. But we'll see you on our Wednesday morning commute, as long as nobody's sick, to the Upper West Side. If I can leave earlier, I'll leave earlier so you can really push the limits. If I could do any more afternoon streams, I'll try to, but I think it's going to be a busier week. In the beginning of this week, maybe it'll calm down by the end. All right, dongles, 500, go. Yeah, I know, you want me to linger around if you start talking about the tech. Anyway, I'll see you all Wednesday morning, hopefully, and let's see what happens. I have a new wire coming in now, but I don't know if I should make any changes yet. But it's going to be warmer, too, so I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe I'll change it anyway, just to have no more extra little, like, breakaway points.